You know, these past 3 years, well, if you want to say four, including this year, have just been very rough. And mind you, the last good year that I've had was 2021. And that was the year where we were still in that pandemic slash lockdown phase for the first few months of the 2021 year. The normal life did not actually go back until June of that same year, right? So we only had literally half a year of the normal life, which started in June. Well, you can say like technically late May, with all the restrictions being uplifted and all that. But technically, it was June that where we got the normal life back. And shout out to, unfortunately, a friend of mine, a really close friend of mine who passed away, in Joy Pintor, who passed right around the time that the normal life came back. I would have loved to communicate with her more. She was such a sweetheart. Like, she was definitely someone who, like, who was that caring of me. I mean, she could have replaced Christine, or Kirill, or even all three of them together. I mean, I'm not saying that like at the time those three never cared for me anymore, but they just they were just so much more busy now that they don't actually have the same approach and care for me like they used to. But I'm not knocking them to say that they stopped caring about me. But I was just saying that had Joy been alive today, she would have actually been the next ones that to to take their place, their places, as far as like being the next. I don't know if I can go as far as like coveted by heart, but just that close friend that I ever had, that I would ever have. As close as we were already. But imagine if she sees all of my video, or like my hiking trips, or all my other outdoor adventures, even basketball shoot arounds, and my 3-point shots, and she would have been. I can imagine she probably could have been one of my cheerleaders. But you know I want to be driven to make a video about my friendship with her, and possibly another what if. God rest her soul. I know she's resting well in heaven, but just like a what if kind of video. Who knows when I'll make it? It's kind of in the back burner for now. It's just trying to get through this one right here. Give me a second. My apologies if I have to eat my lunch so early that you're gonna hear me often chew as I try to eat this really delicious potato salad. God damn. Anyway, this topic right here is just it's just something that I just feel like addressing, because I already had so many days like this, even dating back to the last 3 years, more so last year, where I am like, every time I'm being asked, "Hey, how's your day going? Hey, how are you?" This and that. I always have these same five answers. You know, like 90% of my days last year, and even this more so this year, have been either one of these five, or it could hell. I mean, more so probably the last one, which is I'm tired, and I have been feeling tired. Okay. Look, I know I said it last week, or the week before in one of my videos, like, I'm tired of even saying that I'm tired, and it's getting pointless now, because the life that I'm dealing with is like it's still what it is. Even you know, even if I had a good weekend to start, it's not really like it's literally just the beginning of August, and now, yes, I know it's back to reality again. I'm actually gonna make another video about that, where it's still gonna be reality for me, even even after this weekend's, you know, gathering bonanza, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. God damn, this stuff is so good. Especially when you got the fried chicken with it. Sorry, I might have to. I don't want to like talk with my mouth full, but you know, if I have to, I'll do it. But I might try to make this as short as I can, because I don't want to go too long here. So basically, I've been feeling all of those five, you know, um, as I'm just just continuing to go with this is kind of this life, this cycle that I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So just trying my hardest here. Just like I'm just getting really sick and tired of just saying all this. No, really, I'm not somebody that likes to say all these five like ever so often. I mean, I get it. We all have days like that, but it's to a point for me where it's just way too many. Even when I say it's just one of those days, I already had too many of those. You know, so I really don't like as much as possible, even though it may not be so at this point. As much as possible, I just want to avoid saying any of these five. Hell, maybe even just saying it's one of those days because I already had far too many of those, and I already know how my year has been. You know, I'm not. Let's just say even if this month was pretty decent, with depending on the news, on the updates of the what might be my next big break, that even if my August was to start off, to have, if it was like a good month, one good month isn't going to change the fact that my 2025 sucks. Okay, worst year ever. I've made that clear. Even when I talked about a possible good month in July, and it still wasn't going to change like how my 2025 year is. You know what I'm saying? Or has been. So, but the thing is, we're already in August, and obviously, we're not that far off from the bird season. Oh my God. Yeah, I already know what I'm feeling, and I'm trying to do everything I can to get what I want. You know what I mean? So, like to feel what I feel with all these five, responses every time people ask me, "How are you? How's your day?" I mean, I'm not hiding it, man. I'm not gonna fake any kind of smiles and be like, "Oh, I'm good." No, I don't do that. I don't. I mean, like it can just be anyone here. It can be any of my close friends or what have you. But I know my mom family has seen so much of my struggles that I'm at the point where now I even have to just you know suppress all those feelings because now, like with what we're dealing with, it's yeah, it's way more now, and we hardly have any time to relax. And I'm one of those people included. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, I'm at the point where I just have to just continue to deal with what I'm dealing with, and I'm really tired of saying all of this stuff. I mean, I hardly ever say I'm surviving, or I hear some people here that say that I'm here. I get it, but it's just, you know, I need to find better surroundings for myself at this point, because I don't want to say I'm tired anymore. Like so many times, I don't want to say any of these five responses anymore at this point. It's so annoying. It's so disappointing, and it's just shameful that like I have to keep saying what I'm saying, respond or just responding how I'm responding. It's just sad, bro. It's just sad to see that this is where I'm at with my life and what I'm having to deal with. I can have some good moments like last weekend's gatherings, but at the end of the day, when you have a reality like this, it's just never ending for me. And with all these discussions that I'm hearing, especially in yesterday's gatherings, it's like now they know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I feel numb at this point, trying to find my own space, It's like I'm talking about my permanent space, and going into a new month. It's like, you know, we know we're technically in the last month of summer, and I hate to keep making these responses. I do, but it is what it is at this point. Like, I want to say I'm good. I want to say, yeah, my day's going great, this and that. But, when you consider a state like California to be not in the top five or even in the top 10, even in the top 20 of like happiest, states are full of happiness or whatever, like happy states or, or countries like the USA. Yeah, this is what happens. And by the way, I saw on the KTLA news earlier this morning before I left, where they showed the top five cities with the best job opportunities, and unfortunately, California is not there in the top five. But why should I even be surprised? Should that even be worth making a video about? I mean, I wish I could take a screenshot of it. I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I'll see it like online if they have it. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that, because you know, until I can find my groove, I can find my energy, I can find my true self again, then I wouldn't even be saying any of this like so much, like almost every day, to the point where I just can't really take it anymore. Because I really can't take it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna drop another video later on, and this may be about having to deal with the reality still, even after these this weekend's gatherings. All right, peace out, everyone.